Hi there, this is Dusty Wetton, tax attorney at Tax Debt Services. Today's video is about the payment plan based upon affordability that might be your only option or your best option. All right, so what is a payment plan based upon affordability? This is a payment plan that is using financial-based information to make a determination on what you could afford monthly. What I mean by this is you're proving to the IRS your actual expenses and your actual income. You're going to be sending in proof of utility bills, car loan payments, mortgage payments, rent, about anything and everything that you have as an expense. The IRS is going to look through this, find what is reasonable, and then make a determination on what you actually have as disposable income. Now, when I say disposable income, this is actually defined by the IRS, not reality. What I mean is that they're not going to allow things such as house cleaning services or tithing or credit card payments. They're going to go off of what is reasonable and necessary based upon the county that you live in and your household size. So why this type of payment plan, right? We talked about other payment plans in other videos. There's the streamlined payment plan. There's a payment plan if you have non-streamlined payment plans. There's tons of different options here. So why this one? This one is for people that either have more than $250,000 in tax debt and your only option is this kind of payment plan where you have to prove to the IRS what you can afford, or maybe it's your best choice, meaning that a streamlined payment plan, that monthly payment that comes out on 72 months is just not affordable to you. Let's say that you owe $20,000 and you go to the IRS to set up a streamlined payment plan and they do the quick math there and it's something like $250 a month and you don't have $250 a month. If you don't have it, you have to prove that to the IRS by going on a financial-based payment plan. Again, you have to submit documentation. They will not just accept the fact that you can't afford that. You have to prove it to them. And that can reduce your payment plan to something lower than the streamline. And that will get you on a payment plan that you actually can't afford based upon your disposable income. But it's a lot of work and it's truly based upon your affordability. When I'm saying that is that some people think they can't afford the streamlined payment plan and they go through all the work of a financial payment plan and getting that set up, and it actually shows that they have the ability to afford even more than the streamlined payment plan. So go slow here because you don't want to be put into a payment plan that you can't afford, waste all the time to get there, and then actually show the IRS you could afford to pay more. That could harm you. Now let's talk about the downsides of this payment plan. I've kind of mentioned them through this video already, but it's a lot of work. You have to call the IRS numerous times. Nobody's going to be assigned to your case unless you have a revenue officer. But most of the time you have to call the IRS, tell them you can't afford any kind of payment plan and that you have to afford something lower, and then provide proof of that. For the most part, the IRS has access to your income. They don't have access to your expenses. So you're going to be asked to gather bank statements, pay stubs, utility bills, car loan statements, mortgage statements, rent, lease agreements, like all of the proof necessary to provide this. Most of the time what happens is you gather all this information, have a deadline to do so, call the IRS back, provide it all to them, and then they ask for more proof of something else, and you have to call back again. Because you're probably not assigned to somebody, each time you're going through the same thing again, hoping that their notes are good enough to remember the previous conversations you've had, and they're keeping record of documentation. It is a lot of work. Beyond that, liens are normally filed as well. This is not a streamlined payment plan. You are not protected from lien filing. So you have to go on a payment plan based upon affordability, provide all the proof, take all the time and work to get there, and then a lien's filed as well. But maybe this isn't the option you want to go for because of all these negative things that come along with it. You know, maybe it's there only because it's what you actually can't afford. You can't afford a different option. Or you do owe more than $250,000. If you owe more than that, you have to go through this payment plan and through all this legwork to get there. That's your only choice because you have so much debt. Now, I'm talking about a payment plan. This does not mean you have to go to a payment plan. If you do qualify for something else, such as an offer in compromise, a currently not collectible, a partial payment plan, or some other resolution, go for those first. This is the last choice, right? It is the least favorable type of payment plan and the least favorable resolution the IRS offers. So you don't need to make that determination alone. You call a professional. Give us a call here, 800-822-4122, or go to our website, www.taxdebtservices.com.